Hello?
Hey, it's me.
I already told you we're done.
Breaking up with me is not an option.
Maybe reinforcing the restraining order will give you an option.
What's the point of a restraining order if you still let me come over sometimes?
Look, I've made it clear. We're done. We're through.
I would understand if I had done something wrong, but I haven't. I've never yelled at you. I've never put my hands on you. I've never cheated. You just ended it for no reason, and I have a problem with that. I've invested a lot of time and money into this relationship. I don't want it to be over. You're seeing someone else, aren't you?
No, I just need space. I have my own issues. It's over. I don't want to see you again.
But why? What did I do?
I don't owe you an explanation. I just want to be left alone.
And I'm telling you again, breaking up with me is not an option.
Okay, you're starting to sound crazy. What do you mean by that?
I'm not crazy, and I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm just saying I've put 5 years into this. I helped pay off your car. I helped with your student loans. I bought you whatever you wanted. We took vacations together. We were basically common law married. Then I got laid off. My hours got cut because of the pandemic, and suddenly you stopped talking to me. Was the only reason you stayed because the money was good?
Fine, I'll be blunt. Yes, that was part of it. And yes, I'm seeing someone else, I'm sorry. But I have to be honest.
So I've met my first little gold digger.
I'm not a gold digger, I just fell out of love with you. How hard is that to understand? I don't want to see you again. It's over.
Maybe you didn't hear me the first 2 times. Breaking up with me is not an option.
Eric, can you please tell him I don't want to be with him anymore?
Who are you talking to? This is Mary Jo's brother. She's made it perfectly clear she's done with you. I've witnessed this conversation. When we hang up, this is the last time you contact her. That's your only option. Do I make myself clear?
The moment the call disconnected, the young man just sat there, stunned, hurt, and hollow. He didn't trust himself to stay alone with his thoughts, so he grabbed his keys and drove straight to his parents' house. His mother opened the door before he could knock. One look at his face told her everything. Something inside him had cracked. She knew her son well enough to stay patient and give him the space to open up when he was ready. He stayed for the entire afternoon, helping her clean out the garage just to keep his mind busy, sweeping, lifting boxes, sorting old things that didn't matter, anything to stop replaying the phone call in his head. By the time evening rolled in, he was still there, still talking, still trying to make sense of everything. That's why he was sitting in his old room when his father finally came home. And during a quiet moment, while his mother was getting dinner started, he finally opened up.
Mom. Mary Jo broke up with me. I don't understand. I mean, I was good to her. Really good. I helped pay off her debts, helped with her student loans. I bought her a new car, took her on vacation trips and cruises every year. Let her pick out the engagement ring. I never cheated. I never laid a hand on her. I worked 2 jobs. I brushed my teeth. I did everything right. What did I do wrong? This isn't even the first time. Whenever money got tight, she would start acting distant. When I got my hours cut last year, she barely texted me for 2 weeks. When I had to pause the extra shifts to help Dad, she suddenly needed space. And now that I got laid off, she ends it completely. It's like the second the money slows down, she starts looking for the exit. I kept telling myself I was imagining it, but I wasn't. Was I? And there's something else. At this point, I kind of suspected she was using me, but I wasn't sure. But today, I could clearly see it, and it hurt. I told her breaking up with me was not an option. I called her a gold digger. She threatened me with another restraining order, not because I harmed her, but because she told the judge I was possessive. But as soon as the money was good again, poof, no more restraining order. And yeah, I know I'm partially to blame. I don't see it as being possessive, though. I see it as being territorial, like a lion protecting his pack, at least from my eyes. That's how it felt. It was wrong, Mom, wasn't it? I loved her. That's why I didn't want it to end.
Son, it didn't help that you told her leaving you wasn't an option. Women don't respond well to that. It made you sound controlling, and calling her a gold digger to her face didn't help either.
No. I was just angry. I felt threatened when she said she was seeing someone else. I didn't mean it the way it came out. Her brother didn't like it either.
You're still learning. This was your first real relationship. There will be others. Listen to me from a woman's point of view. Some women will stay as long as the money, the gifts, and the lifestyle are comfortable. The moment the money slows down, they start looking for the next option. That doesn't mean every woman is like that, but some are. Here are the signs you need to watch for next time. She only seems happiest when you're spending money on her. She doesn't offer to help when you're struggling, but expects you to keep providing. She talks about the future in terms of what you can give her, not what you build together. When your situation changes for the worse, her affection cools off fast. She already has someone else lined up before she fully leaves. A woman who truly cares will stay and struggle with you. A woman who is mainly there for the benefits will leave when the benefits dry up. I'm not saying Mary Jo is pure evil. I'm saying you need to learn the difference so you don't keep repeating this. When your dad gets home, he'll talk to you too. Listen to both of us.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
When he finally whispered, "Thanks, Mom," she gave him a soft, knowing smile, the kind only a mother can give, then turned back toward the kitchen to finish preparing dinner. The young man drifted into the living room and sank onto the couch. For the first time that day, he felt a little lighter. Not healed, but steadier. Safe. Being home always did that. He flipped on the TV, letting the background noise fill the silence while his mother moved around the kitchen. He stayed there, breathing, thinking, trying to settle the ache in his chest. A little while later, headlights swept across the front window. His father's car pulled into the driveway. The front door opened. His father stepped inside, saw his son sitting there, and immediately understood. If his boy was home on a random evening, no holiday, no birthday, no special occasion, something had gone wrong with Mary Jo. "Hey, son," his father said gently. "Hey, Dad," the young man replied. His father didn't push. He simply headed down the hall to take a shower, giving his son space. Later, they all sat together at the dinner table, mother, father, and son, eating quietly, talking about normal everyday things, work, the weather, the garage they cleaned, small family stories. The father didn't ask a single question about Mary Jo. He wanted dinner to be peaceful. He knew the real conversation would come afterward. When dinner was done, his mother washed the dishes and put things away. The young man took out the trash for her, then returned to the living room and sat on the couch, waiting, not impatiently, but knowingly. His father understood that too. He stepped out of the kitchen, walked into the living room, and sat across from his son. The moment had arrived.
Hey there, son. Your mother told me what happened. I know it hurts. You feel used. You feel like the 5 years meant more to you than they did to her. That pain is real. But I need you to hear this clearly. Never tell a woman that leaving you is not an option. That sentence alone will make most women run, and it will make the ones who stay feel trapped. You don't keep someone by taking away their choice. You keep someone by being someone they choose to stay with. Second, stop measuring your worth by how much money you spent on her. Paying her car note and student loans doesn't buy loyalty. If a woman only stays because of what you pay for, she was never really yours. Third, the next time you get into a relationship, watch how she acts when things are tight. Watch whether she offers to help or only knows how to receive. Watch whether she talks about us or only about what you can give her. You're not a fool for wanting love. You're not wrong for being generous, but you have to learn to protect your peace and your pockets at the same time. There are good women out there who will love you when your pockets are full and when they're empty. Your job is to get better at recognizing the difference before you invest 5 years again. You're gonna be all right. This one taught you something expensive. Don't waste the lesson. I won. Thanks, Dad.
When the car goes through, gets quiet real fast when the money gets low. Talks about the future like it's all about you, but only while the lifestyle stays on the go. She loves the dinners, the trips, the gifts, but when the bills get heavy, she starts to drift. You pay the car note, you cover the loans, then one day you look up and she's already gone. Beware of the gold digger. Beware of the gold digger. Watch how she moves when the cash runs thin. That's when the truth comes spilling in. Beware of the gold digger. Beware of the gold digger. She never offers to help when you're stressed, but she's first in line when you're doing your best. Keeps a backup plan just out of sight, ready to jump when your situation gets tight. She calls it love while the pockets are deep, calls it needing space when you're losing sleep. 5 years invested, then it's suddenly done. The second the money stop coming in like it used to come. Beware of the gold digger. Beware of the gold digger. Watch how she moves when the cash runs thin. That's when the truth comes spilling in. Beware of the gold digger. Beware of the gold digger. And leaves when you're broke. That ain't a partner, that's a temporary hold. Beware of the gold digger. Beware of the gold digger. Watch how she moves when the cash runs thin. That's when the truth comes spilling in. Beware of the gold digger.
The next morning, the young man scheduled an appointment with Dr. Blake, the grounded clinical therapist he trusted. He didn't want to repeat the same mistakes. He wanted to understand himself, not just what happened to him.
Thanks for coming in today, Michael. I'm Dr. Blake. I read your email, and I understand the whole backstory. Let's talk about what you called possessiveness, because what you're describing is something a lot of men confuse with territorialness. Territorialness is instinct. It's protection. It's wanting to guard what you love or who you're responsible for. Possessiveness is different. Possessiveness removes choice. It tries to hold on by force instead of trust. You weren't trying to control her life. You were trying to protect the relationship. But the way you expressed it made her feel trapped. That's the part we need to work on. Your generosity wasn't the problem. Your love wasn't the problem. Your fear was. Fear makes people cling. Fear makes people say things like breaking up is not an option. Fear makes territorial love turn into possessive behavior. And here's something important, Michael. You were acting out of possessiveness, but her brother was acting out of territorial instinct. You reacted from fear of losing her. Her brother reacted from loyalty to protect her. Two men, two different emotions, two different motivations. Your fear made you hold on too tightly. Her brother's instinct made him step in quickly. That doesn't make him right. That doesn't make you evil. It just means both of you were responding from the roles you felt responsible for. But the fact that you're here, the fact that you want to understand this, that tells me you're ready to grow. Let's make sure the next woman you love feels protected, not cornered. Let's make sure you feel secure enough not to confuse the two.
Okay, I'll work on those things. Thanks, Dr. Blake.